Hi everybody, it's Diana. I wanted to show you a really quick technique. I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to call it spot-on spotlighting. I don't know what else it would be called. But I got this amazing card from Karen Barber, and this is what I turned it into. Hers was Blush Blossom, so I didn't change it very much. I just used Pink Pirouette instead. So what I want to show you is how to get this so that it's that image, that you want to show. So the trick is you want to stamp your picture right onto your piece of paper. And I used Elements of Style, and this is a really nice one. Anything that's kind of florally, is awesome for this technique. So you'll do that first. Then I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to take the 1 1/4 inch square punch. And I'm going to put this all the way down into the bottom of the punch so it touches the bottom. That way you know it's all the way in. And I'm just going to punch that out. So now I have this squares punched out of that I stamped. You see that? And then I have my little square. So now what we would do is color this. So I'm going to, for speed purposes, I'm going to use the markers. The Baja Breeze marker is a little bit too dark for what I want to do with it. So I'm going to use a blender pen and the pad instead. And I want to have just a little bit of blue around the edges so you can kind of fake the sky. So you're not having to do everything with the blue. So that's just going to kind of add like a shadow around there. But I did this at a workshop and everybody loved it. And what I did was I had them use the markers. The markers are just a little bit quicker. But when you use the markers, it's important to know you want to use light markers. The biggest error you can do when you color with the markers is you use too dark of a marker. I mean, I don't want to tell you that, but that's the truth. You want to start out with a light marker, and then you can always add more of that same marker to get like the darker spots. So I'm just using, this is Pear Pizzazz, one of the new in-color markers. And I'm also going to use Pink Pirouette. That's one of the returning colors. I was so excited to see it come back. Now I'm just coloring in the flowers just quickly with the Pink Pirouette. See how fast that is. And then I'm going to take the Blushing Bride. And just where it shows the dark lines, like some of the stamp sets show you exactly where it will be darker, and this one is one of those. So it has these extra little dark stamped lines there. That's where you'll put a little bit of a darker color. So I'm just going over that area with the Blush Blossom. And so I have some, difference in color. I see I missed a little leaf here, so I'm just going to go back. And now this Pear Pizzazz has dried, so I can add a little bit darker just along that edge. And sometimes with the markers or even with the blender pen, if you tap on the color instead of rub, it's not going to hurt your paper as much as rubbing. If you rub, sometimes you'll tear. This is the Whisper White. So it's not as forgiving for coloring as the watercolor paper is. So there's the little image all colored. Now what you'll do is I cut a little 1 1/2 by 1 1/2 square of basic black cardstock. Now this will get glued onto here, like that. And remember this piece that you cut it out of. Now this will just go on here. You just have to figure out which way it goes. So it goes like this. So now this will totally line up what you cut off. Okay, I'm all like jittery. Okay, so that will fit exactly where you want it. Then this will get mounted on here, and I use dimensionals and stuff like that. That will get mounted on there. Then I also did a strip with the punch, and I did it a little bit longer. That way it's easier to get it lined up. So you have your same little loopy loops on each side. Then you would just glue that, and you would trim that off with your scissors. Then you're just going to attach the whole thing. I ran the Pink Pirouette through the square lattice folder. I love this. I think this is one of my most loved folders. You can look at it and it's got like little T's or crosses on one side, or if you flip it over, it looks more like the lattice. So it's kind of neat. It has two different looks to it. So then that would get glued on here. This is just simply stamped with the, and I use the Stays On, I'm a big Stays On fan, with the main image. That will get glued onto here. All your layers will go on that I just showed you, and then you have this gorgeous card. It's just beautiful. So I want to thank Karen for swapping that with me at convention. It's gorgeous. She always does gorgeous stuff. So hopefully I hit every little tip I wanted to tell you this morning. It is morning here in Arizona, but so I just want to thank you, and hopefully I won't take so long to get the next video out to you. I'm apologizing for doing those pretty slowly, but anyways, thanks for stopping in, and have a great weekend. Bye.